when somebody's spending too much time online and people tell them to go touch grass? Well, recently I found myself really just needing to touch
ass. Thank you, Shopify, for sponsoring this video.
Hi, I'm Brooke Cormier, and despite being a full-time artist, I kinda stopped making art. I haven't painted anything in over 3 months, and it's not necessarily because I don't want to, it's just that other responsibilities or distractions keep getting in the way. But recently, I have received a zap of inspiration, and I'm just ready to start painting again. So let's get into it. As a full-time painter, you may be wondering, well, what the hell have you been doing for the past 3 months if it wasn't painting? And that is a good question. You see, I've been doing this artist thing for the past 8 years, and I'm realizing more and more just how many hats one must wear in this profession. In order to make the art, I have to stop making the art, sometimes for longer than I would like. I find myself painting maybe 25% of the time, and the other 75% is made up of packaging and shipping orders, managing my emails, newsletter marketing, product photography and editing, online shop maintenance, bookkeeping, course development, organizing brand deals, and of course, content creation, so I can advertise the work I create and make a living from it. These are responsibilities I have to tend to in order to run my business, but sometimes I feel like they're more like distractions from what I really want to do, and that is make art. And the more time I spend distracting myself with these other responsibilities, the less creative I feel, and the harder it is to get back into making art again, and the vicious cycle continues. When this happens, a change of scenery is always a good thing for me, and that's why when Creator Camp reached out and invited me to Switzerland, I was like, yes, 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 yes. You may have heard me talk about Creator Camp in my video about loneliness, which I will put on the screen now, but basically they organize events for up-and-coming storytellers, musicians, artists, and entrepreneurs to push the narrative of online media in a meaningful direction. And I am so grateful to have been invited again this year to join a group of over 80 incredible creators in, you guessed it, the Swiss Alps. This trip could not have come at a better time for me. I really needed to hit that reset button and collect some new inspiration to give me energy to start painting again. And what a better place to do it than in the mountains with a bunch of super creative people. It was just something really special to be surrounded by so many people who are passionate about what they're doing in such a beautiful place. And seeing everybody succeeding in their different vocations really reminded me of the love I have for my own craft. I'm telling you, creativity can be contagious. I also felt like there was just this collective gratitude and recognition that we're all so fortunate to be able to do what we love for a living. It's not easy, and it took me a fair bit of trial and error to figure out the best way to turn my passion into a business, but the one thing that has undoubtedly helped me from the beginning is having a place to sell my work online. Over 7 years ago, I built my online store with Shopify, not having a clue what I was doing and having zero experience with commerce platforms. But I've never looked back. Shopify allows you to start, grow, and manage a business, and really makes entrepreneurship accessible for the common folk like myself. In fact, millions of people in 170 countries selling online, in person, and across borders use Shopify to power their businesses every day. And with all the responsibilities I talked about earlier, Shopify has really helped make many of them way less of a headache. For example, I use Shopify email to easily send out newsletters to all my newsletter subscribers when there is news to share. And I recently started using Shopify shipping, which has made the process of shipping my paintings and prints so much more streamlined. So if you're at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey, I highly recommend getting started with Shopify. And if you use the link shopify.com/Brooke Cormier, you'll get yourself a free trial.
Thank you, Shopify, for powering my business and sponsoring this video.
So, I had the opportunity after Creator Camp ended to extend my trip, and
Obviously, I did.
I ended up spending 3 days hiking in the mountains from Alpine Hut to Alpine Hut with 5 other creators, and it was just amazing. I was feeling so inspired to capture this experience with my camera so I could make some art out of it when I got home. And here we are, my friends. That is precisely what I'm doing. During the hike, we came across so many waterfalls and beautiful little mountain streams. You just never knew what was waiting for you around every corner. And obviously, I was obsessed with all the mushrooms I was finding in the forest. I kept on holding up the group because I was taking so many pictures and videos. Sorry. Probably my #1 highlight of the trip, and I'm not going to be ashamed by it, was meeting these donkeys on the mountain. They were so affectionate, and I was just loving every single second of it. For real, these donkeys touched my heart in some special way, and I'll never be the same. Period. I'll say it, Switzerland has a lot to offer for the creative soul. Because you know what creative soul's like? Fondue.
Imagine they don't swipe either way. Just get no matches.
Bon appetit.
And dogs. And mountains. And alpine cows. Or maybe it's just me. Regardless, this trip really filled my cup and it inspired me to start painting again. It's sometimes easy to get caught up in all the other responsibilities that come with being an artist or an entrepreneur in general. I find myself often getting consumed with the other aspects of running my business that I forget why I pursued this path in the first place, and that was to make art. This trip to Switzerland served as a reminder of this. It showed me that there is so much beauty and inspiration to be found with every new place you visit, and the like-minded people you surround yourself with can spark creativity in ways you didn't know were possible. Making paintings is the best outlet for me to express this buzzing energy I get from experiences like this. But, you know, that buzz comes and goes, and that's okay. It's part of this wild ride that we're on. We need to have those slow periods during which we tend to our other responsibilities in order to keep our art careers sustainable. But I'm continuing to learn that it's about finding a healthy balance, one where you can nurture your creative side while still wearing your business hat when you need to. And if you find yourself feeling like you've been wearing that hat for too long, or you're procrastinating and just getting distracted by those things and your creative side is suffering, a change of scenery or a change of company can really work wonders to get that buzz back. So if anything, I hope that this video reminds you to prioritize your art. And if you don't have the opportunity to touch ass, get out there and touch some grass. By the way, this painting is for sale at brookecormier.com, you know, if you're interested. I want to say a huge thank you to Creator Camps and Switzerland Tourism for having me in Switzerland. This was such an incredible experience and it was just what I needed. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope that you liked the video. If you did, then maybe tell me in the comments. Like it, subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm Brooke Cormier and I'll see you next time.
Don't need my hat either. Or my camera, please. No, 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 no.